Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are discussing nucleus continuation information. So I said no, so definitely I'll give the information of nucleus. So there some more information to be discussed. So now what is the point now I am going to give you is, so previous information, continuation information we are discussing here. Okay. So now, so first of all, so before start to discuss our video, so I'll give you information regarding nucleus. Okay. So nucleus there, perfectly I'll give you information regarding chromosome. If you see the structure of chromosome here, so there each and every chromosome has two arms. So each and every chromosome has two arms. One is short arm and one more is long arm. So one is a short one and one more is long one. Short arm we will be calling as a P arm and long arm we will be calling as a Q arm. So it is NEET examination point of view. So in 2 years before, so they asked this question. So what is a P arm and what is a Q arm? So short arm and long arm respectively. Means here, if you take one particular chromosome now here, so here exactly at a spotlight, once you see there here, ball like structure chinna zero madri irukano, so that particular center no, so we will be taking as a centromere. On the both sides of centromere no, one particular kidney shaped or bean shaped structure is there, that particular thing we will be taking as kinetochore. Okay, so now the kinetochore, once you see kinetochore which is situated on both sides of the centromere. Means here, so if you take one particular chromosome no, there P arms means two arms are there and two chromatids are there. So chromatid means from here to here entire length. Means if you see there one particular chromosome, so it is one centromere and that side also it is one centromere. If both chromatids, now what I said, so if you take one particular complete chromosome there, two chromatids are there and as well as two arms are there. So don't get confused. So here the chromatids number is equal to arms number. Okay, so even this particular bit also in so many examinations they are asking. So suppose if you take one complete chromosome there, if you take one particular chromosome there, number of chromatids two are there and the number of centromeres, number of arms 2 are there and the number of centromeres, how many are there? Only 1. And the number of kinetochores, how many number of kinetochores are there? 2. So now only we said now on both sides of the centromere, so two kidney shaped structures are there now, so these structures. So this is a small important explanation regarding structure of chromosome. Okay, so virtually we are explaining now. Suppose if you are able to understand panikonga, otherwise definitely I'll explain in presence of you when you will be here now. So suppose if you have any doubts regarding this, so definitely I'll explain. Now let us move forward to discuss the nucleus information. So in previous information, so I have given information regarding, so based on the position of centromere, chromosomes are classified into 4 types, or chromosomes are divided into 4 types we discussed, isn't it? So what are those? Even names also we discussed. So first one is metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, telocentric. One more time. So based on the position of what? Based on the position of centromere. Based on the position of centromere. So there are 4 different types of chromosomes are there. So what are those now? So metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, telocentric. Now metacentric point of view. So metacentric. So here the chromosome. Suppose if you take a metacentric chromosome, no, that particular chromosome has middle centromere and forming 2 equal arms of this chromosome. Once you listen carefully, metacentric, if you see there, no, definitely that particular metacentric chromosome has 2 equal arms. Now only we see no short arm, P arm, and Q arm, long arm. Now we see no, but in a metacentric chromosome, no, there both arms means both P arm as well as Q arm will be in equal in length. Okay, means equal in length means once come down and you watch this diagram. So this middle one 0 madri spherical shaped structure centromere, on both sides now we are observing 2 chromatids. So these 2 chromatids or 2 equal arms are there. Okay, so that particular chromosome we will be considering as metacentric. Next one submetacentric. Second one submetacentric, if you observe there now, chromosome has a centromere slightly away from the middle of the chromosome, resulting into the one short arm and one long arm. Point purida. So submetacentric, if you see there, no, there centromere is slightly away from the middle. Slightly away from the middle means definitely one will be long arm, definitely another one will be short arm. So that's why, so here one more point I will tell you. Suppose if you take a metacentric, no, the shape of the metacentric chromosome is V shape. V. So to explain or to understand that particular chromosome, I have drawn like that only. So V shaped one, and the submetacentric. Second one pathako. So can you guess this one? L shaped. Good. So now submetacentric chromosome shape is L shaped. Why? Because what is a centromere is there? No, that one is moving or moved slightly away from the middle of the chromosome. So when that particular centromere is moving towards the or from the center, or from the middle to towards the outside, so there one shorter arm we are observing and one more long arm we are observing. Means here in a submetacentric, what is the point? Both arms are not equal in length. One is long one and one more konja short one. Okay, so that's why here the shape of the chromosome we will be taking as L-shaped one. Next one, acrocentric point of view. Acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is situated close to its end, forming one extremely short and very long arm. Here acrocentric point of view. So now here the centromere is situated very close to its end. So close to its end means what is the point? So here one extremely short one. Here you see the diagram and another one very long arm. So another one very long arm is there. So thereby here, so this kind of a shape, suppose if you take this one, J shape madri is there now. So that's why, so acrocentric chromosome, what is the shape we can find out? J shape. Even VLI. So V, L, J, and this one seems to be I, so even shapes also important. Okay, suppose if you take a metacentric, metacentric shape is V, and submetacentric chromosome shape is L, and acrocentric chromosome shape is J, and telocentric chromosome shape is I. One important neat bit, actually now I should not give you, but you try to take that point. What is that point? No. So here, metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, if you see there. So chromosome or the arms, so long arca, koncham arca, whatever it is, if you can take, but two arms are there, isn't it? So that is maybe here equal is there arms. In metacentric, 2 equal arms are there. and here konja long one konja short one is there, and next one in articulocentric romba perusudu romba chinnada irukku, but so means here up to first three diagrams pathukoma ange whether the particular arm is a short or long or whatever it is, but both two are there. One is a short one and one more is a long one. But in a telocentric, this need a bit in a telocentric point of view. So now chromosome is terminated with the centromere. If chromosome definitely one centromere terminated with the centromere means on the side which one is not there? Another arm not there. So thereby what is the point? So in a telocentric chromosome only one arm we can find out. So that's why, so one arm is present means, so thereby what is the point we can save in our mind? Hence the chromosome consists of only one chromatid. Ipo on the side in the side chromatids irukana, so rendu chromatids are present we can consider, but there on the side of so centromere on the side, so that side we are not finding any chromatid or we are not finding any arm here. Okay, so that's why, so telocentric chromosome shape we are taking as I shape. So there in a NEET examination point of view, so what is the kind of chromosome not consist of two arms or not consist of two chromatids means, so there what is the answer we must remember? Telocentric. Why? Because there only one arm is present or only one chromatid is present. That is answer. So we have to save in our mind. So means here based on the position of centromere, our knowledge point of view, how many number of chromosomes are there? So definitely we can find out there 4 number or 4 types of chromosomes are there: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, telocentric. So now let us move forward to learn the next information, that is cilia and flagella. So cilia and flagella. So while discussing prokaryotic cell, we have drawn. So we learned the information of cilia and flagella. So their internal structure of cilia and flagella. Now let us discuss. Now once you see there, cilia and flagella are hair-like outgrowths. Important. So cilia and flagella, hair-like outgrowths of the area of the cell membrane. So means cilia and flagella both are outgrowths of the cell membrane. Now cilia is a small structure which work like ore. One more time you see there, cilia is there. No, cilia is a small structure which work like ore. Ore ore means, suppose if you see a boat will 1 or 2 persons means by sitting there, no, so they will have one kind of apparatus, with that they will push the water to back. So when they will push the water to back, no, so that particular boat, no, that will move forward, isn't it? Suppose if you are there means with with activity, so I can show, but here we are learning like that. So ore means, so by sitting in the boat, no, so what is the instrument we will use for moving back, no, so that one we will be calling as a ore. So likewise even cilia also work like that only. So when this particular cilia is working, no, automatically what is happening? Once you see, causing the movement of either the cell or surrounding fluid. So thereby here what is the thing? The movement of cell. So that particular cell will move forward, or surrounding fluid that will move back. Suppose if you sit in a car or bus, no, so we will move forward, and objectives what are there around the bus or car, no, so we will think all are moving back. So likewise here also, when ores are working, no, start to move working, no, so at the time, no, cell will move forward or surrounding liquid will move back. I hope my dear students you understood this explanation. So later flagella, now information of flagella, it is longer than or comparatively longer and responsible for cell movement. Even cilia also like that only. So but structurally flagella is longer than the cilia. And both are responsible for cell movement. Next one, the prokaryotic bacteria also possess flagella. If you take even prokaryotic cell also, definitely in prokaryotic bacteria also definitely consist of flagella, but these are all structurally different from that of the eukaryotic flagella. So thereby now one point we are learning. What is the point we are learning means both in prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes we are finding the structure of flagella. So definitely flagella helps in locomotion. Locomotion means we know very well, no? So locomotion. So thereby, my dear students, what is the point? Flagella is present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes, but now only we learned one point, no, structurally different. Here you see there, here structurally different we see, no, structurally different appadina eppadi irukku sir means. So definitely, so this explanation, diagrammatical explanation, so once let us see. So once diagrammatical explanation is completed, let us focus on the information. So now let me explain easy so no need to get confusion on this one. So clearly I'll explain. Now you listen carefully. Now ipo paathuko one by one. Ipo outer line is there, no? Outer line. Outer line ulle, what is the space we can call, no? Plasma membrane. This is main first to be discussed. Ipo ulle exactly at spotlight we have started mark as plasma membrane. Appuram ulle idu chinna box madri like motta madri is there, no? So zero madri. So these two things we will be calling as a doublet or like in a textbook, no, what we will be calling means peripheral doublets. Peripheral means once I said, no, peripheral means towards outside. Ipo idi center, exactly idi center dana. Ipo so idi center na, so these are all situated outside, no? So our subject point of view, instead of calling of outside, no, so we will be calling as peripheral. Point purida peripheral na towards outside. Nalla purinjuko. Ipo what is the point? So here now try to count it. So from here to remaining, how many are there? Count it. So idi 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And idi 1 pair. Okay, so now 9 plus 2. 1 pair means 2 only, no? So 9 plus 2 arrangement. Ipo, sir, idi yaar sir, idi 0, 0, 0 LMA potachi means. So these are all microtubules. Microtubule. Tubule means ipo tube is there means like power wires fix pannumbodu chinna wires or thanni pipes, do you know? So andha madri idu ellame pipe like structures. So but when we are cutting, so that particular flagella, no, it seems to be like a hole madri. So but here idu ellame microtubules. Why we are calling these are all as a peripheral doublets means these are all situated outside of this structure. Now that's why simply we are calling as peripheral doublets. Okay, so next one ulle paringa. Exactly here we are finding one sheath like structure. Now here this sheath like structure, that is one we are calling as central sheath. Linker simply I have written linkers means ipo rendu doublets are there, no? So these two doublets are linked together here. Between each doublets, no, connecting link is there, that one we will be calling as a linker. Aprom central sheath ulle rendu perisida mottas are there, no? So this one zero madri structures, no, central microtubules. Ipo idu ellame microtubules. This centernally irukudana, that's why central microtubule. Central microtubules both are connected by central bridge. Central bridge adi label panneki no gap so that's why through voice giving, so idi central bridge. Inga paatha paringa, peripheral doublets are there, no, outside doublets. All these doublets are linked together or linked with the central sheath. Idi ellame central sheath. So here this particular central sheath over. So this particular radial spoke. Paringa. So number of radial spokes, how many we can guess? So these radial spoke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Means how many number of peripheral doublets we are observing? No, equals to them radial spokes are present. So thereby, so the ratio of peripheral doublets and radial spokes definitely 9:9 means definitely 1:1 ratio we can find out. sometimes their ratio also they will ask. Once you see there, peripheral doublets, how many pairs are there? 9 pairs are there. So their pair 9 pairs means total number of microtubules how many? 9 into 2 no. 9 pairs, 1 pair is equal to 2 no. So thereby 9 pairs means 18 peripheral doublets. Actually the neat information now I should not say, so but started to give, so that's why giving. So peripheral doublets how many are there? 18. Okay, so now this number save பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So in the next video I will give information regarding centrosome. Ange we will learn the diagrammatical explanation of centriole. So at the time one kind of structure we will observe. There also microtubules are there. So at the time I will ask you another number. Okay, here 18 remember பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So there in the next video I will give you one more information. So now let us attack on the information. So what is information? No, EM study. EM study means yaar sir, don't think like that. Electronic microscopic studies. Suppose if I write electronic microscope, it occupies a lot of space, that's why. So EM means electronic microscopic study of a cilium or flagellum, show that they are covered with plasma membrane. Point puriyadama. Once you see there here, so this entire structure is covered by plasma membrane only, no? Plasma membrane. Now their core, the core means here this entire structure, now when it is covered by plasma membrane, no, that particular structure we will be calling as axoneme. So means once you see there, the cilia or the flagella shows that they are covered with plasma membrane. Their core is known as axoneme, possess a number of microtubules. So many number of microtubules are there running parallel to the long axis. Running like that, running parallelly to the long axis, and the axoneme usually has, means this entire structure now we will be considering as axoneme. Now suppose if you give one name to this particular structure, no, so very easily, so what are the constituents are there within the axoneme, we can explain no clearly. So that's why this entire core structure name we are calling as axoneme. So this particular axoneme covered by means of plasma membrane. Now let us move forward. Now there ulle number of microtubules are there. So simply they are giving, and all are running parallelly on the long axis. Next one, axoneme usually has 9 pairs or 9 doublets. Now let us learn like that only. 9 doublets. Doublets means rend. Double or double, double. Double means 2 only, no. Now 9 doubles means definitely 18 idana. Okay, now once you see, axoneme usually has 9 doublets of radially arranged peripheral microtubules. Already we have seen, so we got information also on this. Is referred to as the 9+2 array. 9+2 arrangement also simply we can call. Mele peripheral doublets 9 pairs are there and ulle 1 pair iriko. So that's why here this particular arrangement we will be taking as a 9+2 arrangement. My dear students, inge so we see no prokaryotic flagella, eukaryotic flagella structural difference arku we see no. 9+2 condition where we can see means in eukaryotic flagella 9+2 condition we can observe. But sir, whereas in a prokaryotic cell eppadi irukku sir means 9+2 condition will not be there. 9+0 condition, 9+0. 9+2 condition definitely we can observe in eukaryotic cells. So my dear students, listen carefully. 9+2 condition we can observe in eukaryotic flagella, and 9+2 condition is absent in prokaryotic flagella. Appadana in prokaryotic flagella which one is present sir means 9+0. சரிம்மா. ஸோ நல்லா கொஞ்சம் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ரிமைனிங் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எல்லாமே ஈஸி தான். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், சென்ட்ரல் டியூபியூல்ஸ் ஆர் கனெக்டட் பை பிரிட்ஜஸ். இப்போது சென்ட்ரல் கொஞ்சம் பெருசு தான் வீடுறானோ, இது ரெண்டுமே கனெக்டட் டுகெதர் பை பிரிட்ஜ். ஓகே, பிரிட்ஜஸ் அண்ட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ என்க்ளோஸ்டு பை சென்ட்ரல் ஷீத். இப்போ ரெண்டுமே covered. Enclosed means covered only, no. So covered by means of a central sheath. So which connected means here central sheath. The central sheath is covered, connected to one of the tubules of each peripheral doublets by radial spoke. Appadina once you see carefully, ipo central sheath is there, no. Adi central sheath is connected to the doublets or peripheral doublets by means of radial spoke. Ipo this radial spoke connected the ipo inge radial spoke is there, no. So that radial spoke connect the peripheral doublets with the central sheath. Amma purida. So konchu understand panikonga. So thus there are 9 radial spokes are there. Already we discussed 9 radial spokes are there, and each peripheral, or sorry, each not there. Now peripheral doublets are also interconnected by linkers. Ipo రెండు peripheral doublets are there, no, రెండు. So each and every means these two one doublet, these two one doublet, these two one doublet. So எல்லாமே connected together by linker. இது பாருங்க இங்க, இது ரெண்டுமே connected together by linker. So we learned this one. Next one, both cilia and flagella emerge from the centriole like structure called basal body. Amma point purida. So one more time, cilia and flagella emerge from centriole like structure. So that particular centriole like structure only we are calling as basal body. So this is the information regarding somewhat information of cilia and flagella. So my dear students, you understood this one. So otherwise, so nowadays explaining entire information from the NCERT only. Even one point also I am not taking from the other than the textbook. Okay, so in presence of you, definitely I will teach NEET 1, NEET classes, but so now textbook information only you try to take. Now let us start to learn the centrosome information. So centrosome is an organelle. Appadina cell organelle amma centrosome also usually containing 2 cylindrical structures known as centrioles. Amma point purida. If you take one particular cell organelle name centrosome, ange yarana 2 cylindrical 0 appadina spherical shaped structures, 2 cylindrical shaped structures are known as centrioles we are calling. Now they are surrounded by amorphous pericentriolar materials. Amma idi inge 5 lines we have written here. 5 lines important, 5 or 6 lines we have written. So ellame try to remember. Suppose if you take one centromere ange 2 cylindrical structures we are calling as centrioles. Now the entire structure is surrounded by means of amorphous pericentriolar materials. One more time, try to say along. Amorphous pericentriolar materials. Sorry, 2 centrioles, 2 cylindrical centrioles are there, no. So these 2 centrioles epidi sir arrangement arikana once you see both centrioles are centrioles lie perpendicular to the each other. So perpendicular to each other means mathematics point of view, I think so 90 degrees angle, I think so. So thereby, so both centrioles arranged like perpendicular to the each other. And this entire structure means when 2 centrioles arranged perpendicular to each other, and this entire structure is covered by means of amorphous pericentriolar materials, no, that particular entire structure seems to be like a cartwheel. Bullock cart we know, so cartwheel madri varum. So that is only somewhat information I brought for you. In the next video, definitely I will come with a diagram. At the time, exclusive information, definitely let us learn regarding centrosome. Why? Because this particular board, I should not leave this in empty, no. So that's why introduction I have given related to the centrosome. Diagrammatical information, my dear students, let us learn in next video. So now in this video, what is information we learned? We have learned related to the position of centromere. Based on the position of centromere, there are different types of chromosomes we seen. So next one, what we have seen now. So later cilia and flagella's information we seen. Later diagrammatical explanation we seen. Next one, centromere information, centrosome information we have seen. So centrosome information in the next video, exclusive diagram which is not given in our NCERT textbook. Even though diagrammatical explanation I will give in the next video. Thank you, be safe at home.